Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Thanks for stopping in. My name is Tufel. Today we are continuing our journey with MLB 25. We're currently now on day 9 of Road to the Show. For a quick recap, if this is your first time stopping in, this is my first MLB game since 2018. Parts of the game and the mechanics have obviously changed, so we did begin this series on a lower difficulty to try and get used to the game and relearn how to play. As we progress, we have and we will continue to increase the difficulty over time with the overall goal of trying to win a World Series while playing on the highest difficulty before our player retires. If you enjoy this content and would like to follow this MLB series or maybe the growth of this channel, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And for anyone interested, I am currently live streaming working towards my affiliate. You can find me at 2441 over on Twitch. I also live stream other content most nights with my duo partner, so feel free to turn on live notifications so you know when I go live in case you want to come hang out and support the channel. You can also follow my links found in my Twitch page, where you can find me at 2441 on Instagram and on TikTok. You can also find me at 2441 over on Kick as well. To help make them easier, all of my pages do contain the same custom profile pic with the exception of my TikTok. Lastly, as the channel grows and my setup improves, I will be multi-streaming and posting content across all these platforms. So again, I want to thank y'all. I want to thank everyone for stopping in and hanging out with me today. I greatly appreciate any and all support. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on day 9 of MLB Road to the Show. What's up, bots? Sorry, I was doing my YouTube intro. What you up to, man? And we are currently still in AAA. We are on the Worcester Woo Sox, which I find kind of fun since I'm originally from a small town right outside of Worcester. Should be getting the call up to the show any day, hopefully. But let's go ahead and use some of these tokens. Been hitting Verdansk, trying to level up all those guns and stuff. Yeah, I haven't checked out Verdansk yet, but I am planning on it. Just haven't been able to yet. $72. Moving up. I don't think we unlocked any other perks. You don't have any packages. So far, we are 50 and 43, 3 games behind first place. Last 10 games, we were 6 for 4. With the Rail Riders up next, let's get to it. Ooh, Futures game. Hey, Tufel, it's Stephanie, just calling to touch base with you during the All-Star break. Congrats on making it to the Futures game. This is a big honor. Is there anything you want to chat about before the second half gets started? I'd like to talk about my options. I don't want to trade. But that last one is about changing positions, which I don't want to do. Good stuff. Thanks for asking. Good to hear. I will touch base with you again when the season wraps up. Until then, good luck with the rest of the way. Short but sweet. Oh, we're not playing it in the game? Everyone settle down for a minute. I've got something I need to hear, or you need to hear. First, let me just say I appreciate all the work you've been putting in this season. AAA isn't an easy level to play at. Let's be honest, it's tough to stay locked in every day when your mind might be wandering. You're thinking about when you're going to get that call, if you get that call, and what it'll take to finally get that shot. That's just the reality of this level. It is the closest you get to the big leagues, but sometimes the closeness can still feel like it's a million miles away. But I'll tell you this, as a manager at this level, there is no better feeling than what I get to do right now. These moments remind me of why I love this job so much. Hey man, you're ready to live out your dream. I just heard from the front office. You're now a member of the Boston... Oh! Called it! Finally.
Debut around these parts, especially when they're highly anticipated. Welcome in MLB Network, Lawrence Shahadi, Carlos Pena, Melanie Newman here with you. One of the best today, a top prospect in the game, is on his way to the show. You were highly hyped coming into the major leagues. What was that like? How'd you deal with it?
Well, you know what? It's fun, right? You get all this hype around you, and you feel like, hey, I have all this support behind me. But the reality is, it's a lot of pressure to live up to. And at the end of the day, you just have to get out there and say, look, I deserve to be here. Now I'm going to put the blinders on, get back to work. Routine is extremely important, preparation, and go play the game you love. Forget about the hype. Go play baseball between the lines.
Well, I know you were probably really intent on, I want to make sure I stand up for this organization, the coaches, my teammates who have been watching me. But this is a big day for the fans and media as well, because you get that top prospect tag. People start to follow you the minute that you enter the professional sport. It doesn't matter what level of the minor leagues that you start your journey on. And so this is the hope. You're embodying the hope of the future of this team. It's a really big one, but it's a really fun one.
Gosh, no pressure. That's so cool. We're all fans, and we projected out that his ceiling is high. We can't wait to see the mark he makes on the sport.
Hopefully it's a good mark. Hey, Tufel, I'm Jaren. This is Garrett. Great to meet you. What up, boys? Congrats and welcome to the big leagues. Thanks. It's a dream come true, bro. Alex Cora, manager, wants to see you in his office. But before you head over there, just know that we're all excited to have you here. I'm excited to be here, bro. Let's get some rings. At this level, it's all about winning ball games. Yes, sir. So do what you can every day to help the club. Come ready to play, work hard, and just do what you do best. We're a team, and now you're part of it. So now that we're here for you, sounds good. Thanks for saying all that. Appreciate it, bud. Sounds like it came from the heart. Yeah, of course. I'll talk to you later, man. Let's go see the manager. See what he's got to say. Hey, Tufel, Alex Cora. Great to meet you, and welcome to the show. Thanks. This is a big day for you. I know. So how are you feeling? Let's go with a bit overwhelmed. Don't get too cocky out of the gate. Honesty, good. I like it. Anyone who tells you they weren't at least a little bit overwhelmed their first day here in the big leagues isn't being totally honest. See? As a top 100 prospect, you are a big part of the future of this organization. But that has also come with high expectations and added pressure. What would you know about pressure? Just remember, it's still a game. It's still the same game you've grown up playing. So take it all one pitch at a time and soak up as much as you can from the experience. Everyone struggles at this level at some point in time, especially younger players. I'm looking to excel, coach. What really matters is that you don't let it affect you too much and that you work to make yourself and the team better every single day. Keep stacking the protein shakes. Think you can do that? Sure. Bringing the boomstick. Good, that's what I want to hear. Well, best of luck to you. Now go out there and show the world what you're made of. Damn sure gonna try. Where are we at? We are 43 and 55, 11 games behind, 8 and 2 over the last 10. Wow. Wow. Endings. Wow. Dead last in the East. We're 10 games behind from even making a wild card. Well, this ought to be interesting. Alright. See what the big dog's like. Playing the Cubs. Where am I batting? 6th. Batting 6th. Let's do it. We're 43 and 55. They're 61 and 36.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Boston Red Sox and the Chicago Cubs. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. We're in store for a Major League debut in this one, Singy. It remains to be seen what kind of career he'll have, but here's step one, and there's a lot of hope and optimism around it. This organization thinks he can be an impact player.
And from what I've seen and heard from people that follow prospects really closely, I do too. We may not see him light the league on fire right from the start, as there's usually a learning curve, but I think he has the skill set to be successful at this level for a long time.
First pitch coming your way next.
Sweet.
And with 2 down, the Red Sox. The early lead. Man now at the plate. Looking for his first big league hit right here.
See if there's any change between AAA pitchers and Major League.
Well, they're really
yeah.
the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in
She's
baseball.
moving a little faster.
Man, a guy who was selected in the early rounds of the draft and now getting his first taste of the major leagues.
Well, you know he dreamed of getting here one day, but there aren't any guarantees at all.
Lay off
even
the
for
high
a
ones,
fairly
kid.
high draft pick, so I'm excited to see what he makes of his career.
Bregman, the runner at first with 2 gone.
98. Good.
Line drive, base hit.
First hit. I like it.
Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Blake
I want that
Snell
baseball.
with his first major league hit, and this is a
There we
moment
go.
I'm sure he'll never forget.
That's pretty cool.
Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, dude. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you worked to get here.
Hopefully one of many.
And here's the catcher, Blake Sabol.
There are lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
And that'll load the bases.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk. And that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
So bases all loaded up. And stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela. 2 outs. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
And here is Roman Anthony.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this
Come on, let me score my first run.
Being a difference maker. You've got to stay
all in the same
balance.
inning. Come on.
That one misses.
Nice.
That'll bring home a run.
Well, he's been in a very giving mood today. Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Brown back to work.
Ooh.
That one finds the
Kind of
zone,
wanted that one.
and that is strike 1. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. There's a swing and a drive.
Nice. Hell of a first day.
And it looks like trouble.
No, I'm not going
Saves
through.
it second with a leadoff double.
I don't
It is
trust my
interesting,
speed.
though, when you consider the way the game is run now, it doesn't even matter that much.
I don't
if
trust
your
my speed
starter
yet.
Doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Runner in scoring position, no outs. So stepping in for Boston, Blake Sabol.
Hits a single, I can still score.
Man at second. Popped up.
That ain't gonna do it.
Swanson
Try, bud.
under it. Hauls it in for the out.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
1 out, runner at second. Now, Ceddanne Rafaela. Hit in the air, left field. Pat makes the grab on the run.
Better not get copyright strikes for any of that.
Catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox. Oh, 2 now. Hit on the ground to short. Swanson in plenty of time to first, and that is that. And the Red Sox lead 1, but they're in front 4.
Oh yeah, big league stadiums look so much better.
Jay Mann steps in the box once again. It's been an impressive debut for him, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. A really good showing from the rookie, and you don't always need these guys to get off to a hot start, but it certainly makes the transition from the minors easier if you do. I hope he has a long and successful career.
Me too.
Nope. In the air, right field. Tucker sizes this one up. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
I feel like I swung too early and I was underneath it.
And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the speedy catcher, Connor Wong. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. On the ground. tosses to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
First and second, 2 outs. Man will hit next.
Go big or go home.
And that's in there at the knee.
Good pitch.
First and second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Swing,
Oh.
high fly ball, well struck
Over his
left
head.
field. That's back.
Over his head. Damn it.
And he makes the catch.
Maybe I should have power swung.
2 left on. Midway in inning number 7, and it's
Almost
time
had
to
my
stretch.
first home run in my
The
first
Red
game.
Sox 4 and the Cubs 1. Here's Nico Horner. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously
I like how there's more
sacrificing
talking and
contact
background noise
to deliver power.
compared to AA and
Yeah,
AAA.
his swing is so good. It's
That
in
it
the
really
zone
helps
a long
fill the
time.
space with
He
not
gets the barrel
having
to it a lot, and that
being able
produces
to
more
keep the
base
music
hits.
on.
Singy, one of the things that's interesting
I like
is that
that.
guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely.
Sniper
If
got
he's
him.
doing damage now. If he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Man at first, Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
One strike away. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox
First
add
game,
another
first
to
hit,
their winning streak.
first win.
Man was solid in his MLB debut. Some really nice at-bats.
Yeah, I totally agree, Boog. Nice game for him and a treasured memory, too. I'm sure when he's telling his grandkids about this game someday, he'll be able to describe every pitch vividly.
2 for 4. All right. Interview. Congratulations on the historic Major League debut. Well, thank you. You played great and your team got the win. How are you feeling? Feels great. I'm pretty excited. Pretty pumped. What did this game mean to you? It's great. It's pretty special. You only get one MLB debut. I agree with that. I'm just glad I got on base. You really had a good game in this debut. What was your approach to coming into this game? I just want to show everyone what I could do. I'm here to win. What will you do to keep this rolling? Just keep doing what I'm already doing. I'm going to keep working to get better. I'm going to keep working hard to improve as a team. That's right. It's all about the team, not just one guy. Well, thank you.
Jay Mann, fresh off his first career major league hit, a moment he'll remember forever.
Look at that sky.
With that first one under his belt, he'll look to build on that success today. It's the Boston Red Sox and the Chicago Cubs. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
That looks really cool with the weather.
So 2 down. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Jay Mann.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through.
They're really skipping on AA and AAA stuff.
That could set him up to go deep into this
These
game.
MLB ballparks look great.
Swing and a line drive ripped out of the left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a double.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Blake Sabol digs in now. And he hits a ground ball right side. Horner tosses to first, and that is that. One left for the Red Sox, still behind by a count of 1-0. Nico Hoerner will come up to hit.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Three and two now. Out to short. Whips it to first. And that's the inning. One left for the Cubs, but they still lead it 1-0. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever. It's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
And here it comes. High fly ball
perfect.
Towards left field. Way back there. It's
nice.
Blake Sabol with his first major league home run, a special moment in his young career, and who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for him.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off the bat. You can get there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Oliveras, and, being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
Yeah, real funny, guys.
One out, base is empty. It
Still
feels
down.
like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game.
And not going to do it.
The moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Calls it in, 2 away.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that.
I thought that was going to break lower. I was way underneath it.
So here's Corner now. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Out to short. Zips it to first, and that's the 3rd out. So they make short work of him there. We're through 6 full. It's the Cubs 6 and the Red Sox 3. So 1 out, nobody on. Jay Mann getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one.
I love the weather. I just wish they made everything, like us, our equipment and everything, look wet. I think that's the only thing that's missing.
Fielded cleanly. No throw, and he's out at first.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That's one of those you classify.
You know, make our
as
uniforms
just
and all
too
that
hot to
look
handle.
like it's
Hit it
actually
on the
getting
screws,
wet.
and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
So a man at first. Here's the catcher, Blake Sable.
I want to get my first
Check
steal.
on the runner, and he's back in safely.
If he throws it in the dirt, I might go.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Crow Armstrong makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Just might go now. Why not? I don't got much to lose.
First with two away. And next for the
He's
Red
got two
Sox,
strikes yet.
Ceddanne Rafaela. There goes the runner. Swanson whips it across, and that is the third out of the inning. So one hit is all they get. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Cubs 8 and the Red Sox 3.
Win the first game, get friggin' wrecked on the second.
So two away with nobody on. Now at the plate, Wilyer Abreu. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. This could end it. Right through their season. And that'll do it.
Watching the paint dry in the rain.
For the first time in the major leagues, and I'm sure he'll treasure that moment forever. Had 3 hits, one of them a homer.
Oh, for sure, Boog. I mean, I still talk my kid's ear off from time to time about my first homer off of Omar Olivares. It's a proud memory for any hitter lucky enough to achieve it, and congratulations to him.
3 for 4. I mean, we haven't batted bad the last 2 games. I will say that. They do throw it a little quicker, but not by much. I think after the hitting we had on day 8, and if this continues through today, then we might up the difficulty at the end of the stream. Even though we just got to the major leagues, it might be time to up the difficulty again. I'm getting this many hits.
Jay Mann went yard for the first time in his major league career last game. Let's see if he can carry that power surge over to today.
I want it to feel a little more realistic, you know.
It's the Boston Red Sox and the Chicago Cubs. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Jay Mann up next for the Red Sox. 2 RBIs last night. 2 of the 3 runs they scored in the game. Back to the mound. He's got it. Tosses to first. Now 2 out.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
First and second, 1 out. Bush now at the plate.
That was a bad swing.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Quick feed to second for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Boyd back to work.
It's been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning is so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Oh, I was underneath it again.
Swinging a foul out of play. And there's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
See if we can get that steal.
He was all over that one. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
And stepping in for Boston, Romy Gonzalez. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is. Runner takes off in the dirt.
Nice, first steal.
And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base.
Crowd favorite.
That one ripped. Pass makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Yasmani Grandal up to hit.
You have to find a way to score the runner from third, especially with less than 2 outs. Wait for the pitch you want and hit it as hard as you can.
Got it. And
come on.
3 Ks in this one.
Well, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call.
You can still score even if you put the ball on the ground.
Pitch for the strikeout.
So stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela. To third, Fry.
Good try.
Handles, throws to first, and that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Cubs 2. So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. Tucker over at first with 1 away. That one back up the middle and it gets through. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Front row. Ooh, I thought that was going to be outside.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
And then they swing at that. Maybe first MLB strikeout.
Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Pitch misses. 2-2.
2 strikes.
Good.
On a line, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
I'll take it.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
1 gone, runner at first. Romy Gonzalez, the next to hit. Tying run is at first. And we're at the top of the 5th. Line drive. And there's a base hit. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only 1 away.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. Now,
swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It gets down, a base hit. Man rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single tie ball game, 4-4.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Nico Hoerner.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in
Still
the
tied.
infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
This guy's had a hell of a game.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
This guy's had a hell of a game so far.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Out to short. In there safely.
Okay.
Putting the ball in play speaks to cutting down the strikeouts, shortening up with 2 strikes.
Wow.
2 outs. Runner on first. And now the shortstop, Jay Mann.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
That's a ball. Tried the sweeper.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving to a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
And that's off the inside edge. Down 2-0.
Oh.
With the tying run on at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
I fastball and I power swung. Ooh, good pitch. Good pitch.
Outside low. And that's ball 3.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Right side, hard hit. And that'll do it. And the Red Sox leave 1. This one remains close, 6-5. 1 out, base is empty. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Ian Happ.
Really? And an error.
Still manages a throw, and he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it.
Well, it looked like a pretty routine play. Just couldn't get it to stick in the glove as he gets tagged with the error. Should have been 2 outs in the inning, but now they have to work around it and get 2 more.
Back here at the friendly confines. All set for the start of the inning. And now,
And the
Jay
5.
Mann.
Wow. Perfect.
This one smoked. Could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw. Safe. And that's his 3rd hit.
Why'd you slide into him, dude?
He is locked in there.
Well, he's really
Slide away from him.
Down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Slide away from him.
Runner at 3rd. Nobody out. Romy Gonzalez up next for the Red Sox.
Just put it in play.
On the ground to 3rd. Fires over to 1st. That's
Good
out
job.
number 1. And a run comes in to score.
Well, it's a way to get the run across right there. You chip away at this lead.
And here is Ceddanne Rafaela. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed.
On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, Falcon, and it comes with the rubber match of this 3-game series. Man, had a great showing in this game despite the team's loss. Collected 3 hits in the game.
I'll tell you, I was excited every time he came up. Even though he couldn't lift them to a win, he really made an impact. Great job in this one.
3 for 5. I won the first game, but lost the series. Alright, so series will be 3 games now instead of 6. Okay. July. Opposing fielders have a greater chance of making an error late in a close home game. Opposing fielder have a higher chance of making 10%. 1 out. Home game, 7th inning or later. We need to start upgrading them soon. I also need to work on my fielding, obviously. $73. I know we usually wait, but having 2 errors in one game kind of agitated me. All right, Phillies up next. Wow, 11 games behind. Let's do it. Still batting 6th.
J-Man is getting ready to go. He's already showing signs of why many are calling him one of the most promising young talents this season. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So 2 down. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Stop off of first with 2 away. On the ground to short. Man. In there safely.
That's twice that's happened.
And next for the Red Sox, J-Man. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. Swing and driven out to center. Way back there. And it's off the wall. Tying run is in to score from second. The relay to third. The tag.
Ah! Why is it telling me to go 3 then?
Execution of the relay right there to cut him down at third. And he probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get him. You just have to tip your cap.
Need more speed.
Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the inning, and digging in for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. This guy makes great contact, one of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Hit on the ground to short. Man. On to first.
Almost threw that over his head.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Man at first, one away. Man measures 6 feet even, only 18 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2024. Line drive.
Perfect.
And that should be extra bases. Around second is Bregman. Coming home. He'll score.
Oh, I
easily.
should have went third that time.
Runner has to hold on a second.
I got scared and I stopped.
Locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
One out, runner at second. And now the catcher comes up to him, Blake Sabol. Popped up on the left side of the infield. Turner. Drops into the glove, and there's 2 down.
Oh, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere.
Well, now we're up by 1.
Unfortunate for him.
Didn't notice that. Oh, we should be. I hit an RBI.
1 ball.
In the dirt.
Super genius.
And a swing and a line drive into right field. Base hit. Headed for the plate. Throw cut off to third.
Oh, he got me.
Tries to get back, but they got him. And a bad mistake there ends the inning.
Really exciting when a couple of guys get their hands on the ball and execute the relay perfectly.
Well,
nice throw to third.
Maybe I'm
Awesome
still having
job
trouble
of
with base
execution.
running. Thought I figured that out. Apparently not.
1 out. Runner at second. Here's Turner now. Stop. The runner at second with 1 away. Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove.
At least I stopped the ball.
Can't make the play. Everything came together for him. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit. Tying runs now just 90 feet away. Just got to be wary of that double play, though. That would strand him and end the inning. Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap.
100-mile-an-hour
At the very
cutter.
least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
There's one. Out on the first double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Back at Citizens Bank Park. And down to shortstop, Jay Mann.
Wow, the crowd gets a lot louder
Earlier in this ball game, and really just
in
needs to
Major
take
League.
the same approach. Think hard right back up the middle.
It
We need a
really
home
feels
run.
like we might be running out of time before
we get
a
a
rain delay
power
is
swing.
called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Nope.
Hammered
Perfect,
on the line,
though.
base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
All over that one right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
No outs, runner at first. And stepping in for Boston, Blake Sabol. Romano throws over.
Don't throw it over his head.
Swing and he popped it up. Stop. And there's one down.
Now I'm worried
So
about double
stepping
play.
in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. Popped up. Turner. Two away now.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open. Backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox.
0 for 3.
Right now, they're looking for something.
Time to
hit
put your
hard
stamp
into
on the day.
gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Ground ball left side. Oh, he blocked it, and that's a great play for the out. And the Red Sox lead one. This one remains close, 6-5. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Jay Mann.
2 outs, top of the ninth. The situation really makes me want a power swing, but I probably shouldn't.
That's outside, and that's ball one. That clips the corner. With the go-ahead run standing at second, you're the top of the ninth.
That ain't gonna do it. You're not golfing.
If he's gonna do something special right here, it's gonna have to happen with 2 strikes.
2 outs. Right side.
I get through.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Look to the pitcher is in time, and they get it out of the play. So a ninth inning comeback here, and this game has been flipped on its head. And we're all even at 6 apiece.
That's on me. Boy, that's frustrating.
Back here in Philadelphia, we're in extras here. And now here is Blake Sabol.
It's amazing how frustrating this game is.
Phillies fans want a strikeout. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
Now it's gonna be Cedar Rafaela. Struck him out looking.
Well, nice job right there. He struck him out twice.
Let me guess, double play next?
It was strike 3, doesn't get the call, bears down, throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Go ahead run on base. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Roman Anthony. That one 95 to finish him off.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Jarren Duran steps to the dish in a big spot. On the ground. Stop. Got him on the off-balance throw. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. 2 left on. On to the bottom of inning number 10. And we're all even at 6 apiece. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Johan Rojas.
That's the game. Oh, he didn't go.
Throw comes in, and the winning run stops 90 feet from home. Nobody out.
That was a good throw in.
Runner at third wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite him?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical. You want to make sure you don't waste him. They don't score this inning.
And now Kyle Schwarber steps up in a critical moment.
Well, look out here.
Bases loaded, no outs.
Come up ready to swing in this situation.
Gets under and pops it up. And the infield fly is called. The bases all loaded up. Next to hit, Alec Bohm. One down, and the winning run at third. In the air to left center, Durant. Brings it in. Here comes the runner from third. Tag out. And
nice.
Down the winning run at
Ooh,
third.
I got nervous.
Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed.
I was like, please don't be offline. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
So they're all loaded up.
Ooh. First grand slam. Should I try and go for the grand salami? I think I do.
First pitch just misses.
And his energy's low.
Just missed.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Here comes the pitch. This
Oh, that was early.
But foul to the right.
So glad these ballparks have installed the
Oh, that was it too.
to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul.
Should lay off power swing.
Deep breath, he's ready, and he fires.
Ooh, good pitch. Good pitch.
Strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Tried to go for the first grand slam, got my first strikeout.
That's okay, as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a
Womp
jam.
womp. That was a really good pitch.
Back here, Citizens Bank Park, on to the 12th, and now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Blake Sabol.
Somehow I teleported to second.
A swing and a soft liner. Calls it in, gone away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next for the Red Sox, Ceddanne Rafaela. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. High fly ball lifted in the air right field.
I don't want to test that.
2 away. So runner at second, 2 down.
0 for 5.
Anthony, the next to hit.
Just put it in play.
To the right side. And that one handled on the run. Sent it over to first.
That's a good way to run the base.
So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. One run can win this thing as we move ahead to the bottom of inning number 12. And we're all even at 6 apiece. Now batting Max Kepler. Swinging it much better this season in away games than here at home. Two outs. Both the tying and winning runs are on.
Oh, we're ahead by 1.
That one to first. Steps on the bat.
Nice.
Ball game. Man did a good job in the
fight.
league. Collected 3 hits and drove in a pair of runs.
Well, every team in the league wants hitters who can consistently deliver games like the one he had today, because it can help you get wins like this one. Nice job.
Three for 6. 2 doubles and a single. Unlocked Eagle Eye. What is that?
Jay Mann up next for the Red Sox. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. Line drive, base hit.
Well, it's not a double.
They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Stepping in, Blake Sabol.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Cut on and lifted in the air, and it drops in. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with 1 out.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Yasmani Grandal up to hit. 1 out, bases full.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact.
Hit in the air, center field. Crawford there to make the grab. Runner tags for third. He'll score the sac fly, and it's 4-0.
Now, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
Man, the lead runner out at second.
I know we're going to throw it on to third.
With 2 down. On the ground, right side. Stop over to first in time. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So 9 batters come to the plate, 4 of them score. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. The Red Sox 4 and the Phillies coming up. And Kyle Schwarber will come up.
All right, 4-1.
Tap back to the mound. Man.
What?
Be first and third now after that.
I preloaded the base.
Nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know? Yeah, no question.
Like right here, I was already preloading the base, and he didn't throw it.
One out, base is empty.
Don't swing
the
at
ground
that.
out to short. Turner with the throw to first. And they got it.
quick fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in
Break
terms
out
of
his putter.
count. He's going to need
back.
to get some quick outs if he's going to
Look
get
at
deeper
that
into
sky.
this game.
Sky looks cool. Now we're all tied up.
Shots missed. Foul
was
ball
late.
there. On the ground to the left. Zips it to first. Leadoff man retired in the sixth.
Good job.
Here's the center fielder, Justin Crawford.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Gotta
Now we're
continue
losing.
to add runs.
We were
If
winning
you're gonna get out
4-0.
of here
Now we're
with a
down
win.
6-4.
Two on, two outs. Swing and a chopper out to short. They get the force. That ends the inning.
Like,
and
what is
stops
taking him
things
so
from
long?
getting out of hand. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. 7th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 6 and the Red Sox 4.
Is it my reaction,
First and
maybe?
second, 1 out. Man getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. Just missed.
That's the ball. Way to lay off that pitch down. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
That one hit to
Safe
right.
air. Oh, he got there quick.
On the run. And there's 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Rob Refsnyder up next for the Red Sox. Strom back to work.
They call this batter a gamer because he always...
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Now batting Jarren Duran. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Swing and pop.
That'll do it.
Foul territory for the catcher. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies strand the go-ahead run to hold on for the win.
What, no smart-ass comment of how horrible I played from the announcer. One for 4. 4 for 10 over the series. 2 doubles, 2 RBIs.
And stepping in is the speedy Bryson Stott.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Out to short. Man. Throws to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting second, the right fielder, Yohan.
And stepping in for Boston, Jay Mann. Looking pretty good at the plate. He's 4 for 10 in the series. And first
I was on
offering
top of
is
that
fouled off
by a lot.
Suarez, an all-star a season ago. He features a sinker, a curve, a four-seamer, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Tosses to first, and they get the out.
So that pitcher has a good breaks to his sinkers.
One out, base is empty.
Booga never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veteran Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
All right, lower, dude.
Red Sox by 2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Real
Get him his putter.
Fires to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Actually, I tried telling myself not to swing at it, but thank you.
Out to short, slides for the stop. Fires to first, and he gets him. Nicely done.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent, the arm strength was there, and of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Nobody out, runner at first. Prisman goes 6'1", 220 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Fought off foul. Right-handed reliever.
Golfing again. Are you Shooter McGavin? What's going on?
Ball squirts away a little bit. Next pitch is outside. Runner at first with no outs here. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
I was going to strike out.
And it's now first and second to start the inning. And now the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. Now the 0-1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. It's going to fall for a hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
That's back-to-back singles for him. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
And now up to the plate, Yasmani Grandal. Payoff pitch. Swing and a ground ball. Stops it on a slide. Here's one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally play.
Roman Anthony digs in now.
Looks like he had a magnet in his glove.
Tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
On a line, base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
New inning getting started. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jay Mann. That one ripped. Raging back towards the wall.
Warning track power.
Makes the catch up against the wall.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
So up next, Justin Crawford. One strike away to first, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Man, with a mediocre showing in this one.
Well, you'll never complain about getting a team win, Boog, but I think they expect him to make larger
Hey, we won the
contributions
series.
than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either.
One for 4. Yikes. We really need to work on this record. Ooh, better drop. Yeah, we unlocked a perk, that's right. What was it? Eagle Eye. Boosted vision during day games. Vision 20% or up to 40%. Will count on one day game. We got in the mail. Something good. Ooh, the Dodgers are next. That ought to be interesting. Practice. I think we should do the fielding. Keep making mistakes out in the field. Still batting 6th. This ought to be interesting. 60 and 43. Or 46 and 58.
Jay Mann making his MLB home debut today. This crowd is ready to see the highly touted prospect put on a show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Boston Red Sox. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
That looks really cool.
Jay Mann up next for the Red Sox.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
The shortstop takes the ball. No score here in the second. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Edman sizing this one up. Drops into the glove, and that is that. We'll move to the third with no score. Two runners in scoring position. Nobody out.
Surprised it's not 10-0.
Yamamoto was recently named Pitcher of the Month for some outstanding work on the mound.
No question that he earned that Pitcher of the Month award, Boog. He was just dominant. String together enough of those, and you can expect some other hardware on the mantle.
This one
underneath it again.
In the air, left field. Hernandez settles underneath it, hauls it in, and there's one away.
Well, it was a bad read off the bat, but he still managed to make the catch. That could have turned out much worse. Catch saved him a run.
One down. Here's the second baseman. Conforto over at first with one away. On the ground, could be two. Flips it. There's one. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning. So it's one run on 2 base hits. No errors and no one left on. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Red Sox nothing.
Just made it.
That's shortstop.
Squirts away a little bit. To second, and he's out.
Wow.
Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. Back here at Fenway, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the shortstop, Jay Mann.
That's what I was going for last time.
Yamamoto back to work. Not
Ball
even
one, no
close
strike.
there. Ball one. Yamamoto into his 8th inning of work, Singy. He's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If
Underneath
you get to him,
all-
you get to him early. They didn't do
everything
that
I've swung
today.
at
We'll
has been
see what
underneath
happens
tonight.
as this finishes.
Edman calls it in, and there's one away. Pitch count in great shape. It seems you might have a chance to finish it. And in this critical spot, up steps Alex Bregman. Bregman with just one more homer to reach the 200 career mark. Tying run at the plate. Bounce, and that got the pitcher. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's sick. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and it's 3-1. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on the knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Oh, yeah, I feel like I need a power swing here.
Here in the bottom of the 9th.
Oh, I feel like I need to do it.
Swing and a miss.
Ooh, I was late.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment.
I was late again.
I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pump it.
Now he's gonna throw me a breaking ball.
So hard to play catch-up.
Scott is just one strike away. The shortstop takes the ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2-run game, a 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th.
Oh my God, that was 100% me. That was my fault.
Man, had a rough go of it in the loss.
Well, Boog, not too much to lift his mood right now, but through
Oh.
the loss and his own poor day at the dish, the coaching staff knows he's capable of more, and he does too.
Oh for 4. 3 flyouts and a strikeout. Unreal. I literally hit the button and threw my controller down because I knew I shouldn't have hit. That one hurt the ego a little bit.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Mann will hit next.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Stop golfing, dude.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And a pitch.
8-2.
I'm getting very frustrated.
And that one ripped into right, and that ends the inning. They get a run. 2 outs, runner on first. Stepping in, Shohei Ohtani.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
I wouldn't be surprised if he just cranks a home run.
On the ground to short. They get the force. That's out number 3. 1 left for LA. They lead it 2-1. Nobody out. Runner at first.
My precious. Ooh, a perk. First time I've seen that.
First pitch misses.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat, you jog back to the
Underneath
dugout.
it.
Bregman gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
Nope, outside.
That one missing inside.
On this guy, runner, not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Luke.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line.
Damn it.
And there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
2 aboard, 2 outs. And he grounds one to the right side.
Yeah, it looks like a home run, all right.
Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases now loaded with 2 away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got.
Bet you that was the perk I was going to unlock, the ice water.
We'll take that anytime you can get him to find the hole.
Now a catcher up to hit, Blake Sabol.
Yeah, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Ground ball up the middle. Betts on the run, throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. Excellent work out of the Dodgers bullpen there. 7th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Red Sox 1.
Trying.
So 2 down. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Jay Mann, 1 for 3. And that one fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. And a foul ball. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for Boston. They're down here 5-1.
You know, at the beginning of the stream, I said that I might need to up the difficulty, and then I go right into a hitting slump. I love it.
Now batting Jarren Duran. We talk about guys with good speed.
Game won't make a lighter out of you.
He has it, but pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. This could end it. Line drive. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
1 out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
Stuck on the guy's heel. That's rough.
2 outs, bases full.
Ruh-roh.
Devers now.
If he does it.
The Red Sox down to their final strike.
And he pops it up.
Swinging a pop-up. Smith gets under it. They'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers have won 4 in a row.
What's up, Doc? The first couple of games were good, but I've seemed to have found myself into another hitting slump. But I did finally get the call-up, so the pitching is a little different.
So up next, Jay Mann.
You know, Boog, I've really enjoyed watching this rookie make the jump to the majors because he's already proven so much. The mental game of hitting, it's as crucial as the physical, and the composure and focus we've seen from him so far is remarkable.
Nice. Sure you're excited?
That one missed.
Get home and relax for the weekend?
Yeah, that's fouled off. Two outs. And that is downstairs. Ball 2. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Yeah, there's ball 4.
Oh, my first walk.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
And now Blake.
Yeah, I'm sure a nice shower would sound good right about now. 5-0. Doing good, boys. Okay.
Pickoff throw. Man, back in on a dive.
Oh, what are you doing, dude?
Tag, and he's out at first. Couldn't get back to the bag. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning.
That's the kind of day I'm having. What the hell was that?
And up to the plate is Will Smith.
Oh, man.
Swing and a ground ball, and that squirts through. And now two aboard.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle.
Yeah, I accidentally hit right on my left stick when I was trying to do right on my right stick to look, and it made him run.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Yeah, I was in control.
Outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, the catcher, Blake.
At the plate, Blake Sabol.
So I'll show you what I was trying to do. I just hit the wrong stick. I was trying to do this. I hit my left stick, which will make you run.
On the ground, out to short. Oh, nice play. In time. Got it.
Great concentration to get that one started. He gets the force at second. Glove work at its finest.
And it'll only get harder.
So 2 on with 2 away. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
On the ground to the left.
And I missed.
To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, you're already down in the game, and not just by a couple.
Oh my God.
That error allows a run to score, and this is where things can really start to fall apart. As a team, they need to pick themselves up, find a way to play better baseball the rest of the way.
Send him back to AAA. He's not ready.
Man measures 6 feet even, only 18 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2024. That's towards center.
Underneath it.
Edman in position. And makes the grab. That is the inning. And next for the Red Sox, Jay Mann, the switch hitter batting right.
Yeah, 13-3. I got it. Hopefully, the check that the Dodgers sent me clears, because I am definitely throwing this friggin' game. Ooh, that was a good pitch.
In there, 0-1. Listen, when you come to Fenway Park, I think the first thing that you think about and you picture the Green Monster. What's it like standing there playing with that thing behind you?
Now, I'll tell you this. It is an experience your first time in here if you're playing the outfield with the Green Monster, because it plays like no other wall in all of baseball. You really have to pay attention during batting practice, but still a cool place to play, and it was one of my favorites.
Yep.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field.
Damn it!
Conforto settles under it and makes the catch.
Yeah, I'm in the majors now.
Tags it second, and it comes in too late. He's up to third on the fly out with 1 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that.
I went to go play my first game today, and I had to call up.
Man in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Runners on first and third, 2 away here in the last half of inning number 9. Hit hard, base hit. Casas touches home. And it's an RBI single, and now it's 13-5.
Picks himself up an RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
What's up, Freddie?
First and second, 2 down. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Yasmani Grandal. 1 strike away, and that'll load the bases.
Perfect.
Almost a coin flip for the umpire in that call, but most umpires just don't want to give pitchers a break up in the zone like that.
And now,
0 for
Cedar
4.
Rafaela.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in the
Make your
series.
mark from
Still doesn't
today.
have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Watching the paint dry.
It's an okay game in the loss.
Not great, not terrible, just kind of an average game. He's got better in him, Boog.
We literally got swept. That's rough. Three for 12 for the series. That's actually one of the worst series I've had. Minnesota Twins. Ice water bank. Gain a boost to your exit velocity late in close games. 20%. Full count or 2 strikes. Score is tied, 2 outs, 7th inning or later. 40%. Full count, score is tied, 2 outs. .46 and 61. That's not a great record. 11.5 games behind. 4 for 6 over the last 10. 16 hit. What time is it? Alright, well, that's going to do it for me. And day 9 of Road to the Show. Thank everyone for stopping in and hanging out. Especially you, Doc. I appreciate it. Remember, you guys can check out the series on YouTube. Days 1 through 6 have been posted. And just a reminder, you can follow me or watch me live on 2441 on Twitch. And that'll do it for day 9. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And I'll be on later tonight, Doc, if you want to hop in and hang out.